So this is how I see it. The Liberal Party have strayed so far from their original beginnings with this new trend toward leftist policies that all Liberal voters should feel exceptionally betrayed by them right now. And as for Labor, they began as the party of the worker. They fought for workers' rights and they won. But now the Labor Party is an inch away from communism and they drift closer to the radical left as time goes on. They have strayed so far from their original beginnings that all Labor voters should feel exceptionally betrayed. These two parties that have ruled our country for almost a century have both left their voters far behind. And what we're stuck with now is theatre. Because politicians from each party play a role when facing the public, but behind closed doors, they serve themselves. They work to empower lobbying groups, not the Australian people. They work to grow their own wealth and the wealth of their friends. And they spend our money like it's nothing. But our government system is actually a really good one in that it genuinely makes room for small parties and independent candidates to stand and win. And this is how we're meant to keep these two major parties honest. But the problem is that small parties and independents are just that. They're small. That's where the United Australia comes in. It isn't just another minor party. This is the resurrection of a former major party that's big enough and ready to govern in its own right. We have the policies and we have a quality local candidate standing in every seat in the country. Everywhere I go these days, I hear that Australians are sick of being overregulated, overtaxed, and pit against each other with manufactured social issues. But we can return to being the country of hard-working larrikins who take care of each other and welcome new Australians with warm smiles and open arms. We can return to trusting that our government is doing its job without intruding in our lives. We just need to change the people and the parties within our government. That's the solution, and it isn't any more complicated than that. Australians just need to see, and we need to take a shot on something new. My name's Rebekah Spelman, and I'm the United Australia Party candidate for the electorate of Aston in Melbourne's East. I want to spread the word that the UAP has got real policies and legitimate solutions to turn our country away from the debt and division that the Lib Labs have steered us into and back towards being the strong and prosperous nation that we used to be. So feel free to look me up or give me a call, and hey, vote One United Australia Party and put the Lib Labs last on your ballot when you go to vote. Because you know what? I really don't think that it's a stretch to say that they've been putting us last for a very long time.
Authorised by Rebekah Spelman for the United Australia Party, Brisbane.